China is flexing again, this time in Cambodia. The Chinese Navy held drills with the Royal Cambodian Navy. These were held over 2 days. Warships were deployed, joint patrols were conducted, you know the works. And 2 things stand out here, the timing and the location. These drills began the day before yesterday, which is the 6th of April, and they were held at the Ream Naval Base. This facility just got a facelift. It was done using Chinese money. A grand opening ceremony was held on 5th April, and the very next day, the Chinese drills began. The message from Beijing is loud and clear. Expansionism is back on the agenda. Let me show you with a map. Like I said, the Ream Naval Base is in Cambodia. It is about 200 kilometers from the capital, Phnom Penh. Ream's location is strategic. It sits on the Gulf of Thailand, and it's a stone's throw away from the contested South China Sea. China has poured millions to upgrade this naval base. It now has new piers and bigger docking facilities. It can accommodate large warships, even aircraft carriers. Fun fact, Cambodia has neither. Do you know who does? China. Beijing's strategy is clear. They wanted a naval base in the South China Sea. Tensions with Vietnam and the Philippines made that impossible. Then Cambodia entered the picture. First, they ditched their partnership with the US. This happened in 2017. Then they turned to China. Cambodia requested China to upgrade the Ream Naval Base. In return, they reportedly offered Beijing full access to the base. This happened in 2021. China agreed, and both sides now have what they wanted. The upgraded base is operational, and the timing is important. It comes just before President Xi Jinping's visit to Cambodia. The announcement came from the Cambodian Prime Minister himself. Listen to this.
This new naval base opening is taking place about 2 weeks before the official state visit to Cambodia of China's President Xi Jinping. I would like to highly evaluate the tradition of our close relationship and cooperation between the Army, as well as the people of the 2 countries, Cambodia and China.
Cambodia's Prime Minister was all praises for China. Then his tone shifted. He said all friendly nations can use the base, not just China. And he said this as Chinese military officials sat in the front row, not to mention the base is fully funded by Beijing.
Starting from today, Cambodia will welcome all friends who want to participate in any joint military drill here. We have nothing to hide.
So why the sudden change of heart? Perhaps reality struck the Prime Minister. Foreign military bases are illegal in Cambodia. It's a violation of their constitution. Clearly, Cambodia is playing a delicate game here. First, they took China's cash. Then they gave Beijing access to the naval base. Now they want others to use the facility. The US is not buying the story. Neither are Cambodia's neighbors. Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines are nervous. They feel China will use the base to carry out more drills in the region. And they make a compelling case. Permanent Chinese presence at Ream is dangerous in many ways. Think about it. China claims all of South China Sea. Their ships constantly harass others. At Ream, Chinese ships will be perched near vital sea lanes, including the Malacca Strait. Beijing will have faster access to contested waters, so it could use the base to quickly call for backup. And that is bad news for the region. So what's coming next? More drills for sure. That's what China says. They want to deploy air and ground assets for future exercises. So China has basically shown its cards. The naval base in Cambodia is part of a larger game. Beijing wants to use it as an extension for its forces. Again, what does this mean for the region? Cambodia continues to walk a tightrope. Its neighbors are raising the alarm. The South China Sea is heating up. China's ambitions go beyond its borders. And Ream could be just the beginning.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
No, I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
For what's
not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.